side chick. Of course I don't want your man to myself. I don't want to be the first dumb in line.
I don't think I have the mind capacity to be the only girlfriend. I need to make sure I'm in charge of scheduling you out to these other women.
Could you share your man with somebody if he gave you everything you wanted?
I share these men for less because they gonna go cheat anyway.
Where you at, Berto?
Side chicks are exposing themselves online, and it's getting messy.
The other woman has never really been a new phenomenon.
Oh man, our generation's cooked, bruh. Hey, they coming out accepting this lifestyle like this is the life for me.
It just looks a little different today. Back in the early days, women were reminded to be composed and have top-notch etiquette, while men were simply reminded that they were men.
From infancy on, we all learn from our parents, our peers, and our society that there's a difference in what is acceptable or correct behavior for a man and for a woman.
A girl is a girl. She's taught that these are the things that a girl does. She walks a certain way, she talks a certain way, she looks a certain way. And the same thing with a fella. He's taught that these are the things that a fella should do. He should walk a certain way and look manly and walk manly and talk manly.
Those gender roles that society placed on men and women also shaped what each of them could get away with. And yes, those expectations followed them in the bedroom.
Society expects your husband to cheat. Men have needs, you see. They're prone to urges, which a society views as natural, almost charming. Any signs of passion or desire in a woman are viewed as suspicious, even shameful. So when your husband seeks pleasure elsewhere, an actress, a barmaid, a brothel, it's shrugged off. Boys will be boys.
Society tolerated male promiscuity as a necessary evil. He's a man with urges and instinct. And on the other hand, the woman that he was hiding from the world, or his wife, she was the one that ended up facing the shame and embarrassment for all parties involved.
I beg your pardon?
I am Mrs. Stephen Haynes. Sorry, but I don't think I know you. I believe it's my husband you know.
Oh. So Stephen's told you.
Being the other woman, or the woman he only sees on the weekend, that came with a type of shame you wouldn't dare tell the world. But today,
they out here claiming it like this is what it is. I'm cool with it. Matter of fact, I rather this. That's what some of these ladies are saying. This is crazy, boy. Man, 2026, man, we just getting started.
Today, women are turning that very position into a trend.
They calling it the weekend lover.
Today's video, we're gonna look at how a situation most women only discussed in a locked diary is now an all eyes on humiliation ritual. Welcome to the Girl Talk you didn't know you needed. Now, I'm not saying you have to subscribe. You'd attack in the day. What made them different weren't the actions. No, we all know those will always be the same. It was the silence.
So it seems the digital age has made it easier for us to cheat. But there's one group of guys who have always found it pretty easy.
Men in positions of power seeking sex outside their primary relationship is something as old as time.
But for almost 100 years, their indiscretions were kept secret, protected by one hell of a bro code.
A lot of men who stepped outside their marriage or had multiple women were mainly men in power who suffered a lot less consequences than the woman they were keeping secret. And in many of those cases, turning a blind eye was something that was hoped to be a part of the agreement.
Camilla was a married woman having an affair with the Prince of Wales. As it turned out, her husband had no problem with her affair with Charles because he...
We not going for that, nigga. You okay with your hoe getting clapped by another man? You might as well just go ahead and...
He was also seeing women outside his relationship with Camilla. Charles was still in love with Camilla and had hoped that Diana was someone who would turn a blind eye to their clandestine relationship.
If you were the side chick, you had to stay quiet. If you were the wife, you had to stay quiet by sitting back and accepting it. Even if you were the cheater and your private actions became public, you had to claim you were mentally insane just to protect everything attached to your name.
Charlie, you're not the father of the child. Oh, Charlie, I've been very wicked. I have done very wrong.
When Sir Thomas, her father, went to see his daughter, they went straight upstairs and saw his daughter.
I'm tripping. That was a joke.
Came downstairs and said, poor thing, she's mad. They began to realize that this was the scheme, that if she could be proved to be mad, then she would never be able to stand up in a divorce court and give evidence.
Harriet's father had determined to sacrifice his daughter for the sake of family honor by instructing her to feign madness.
Now, as we're looking at all these affairs from the past, I want to quickly say that we're not romanticizing or reminiscing them. It's going to show you just how far we've come today. Because back then, it was the things that no one dared to talk about that tore lives apart. But today, it can be small, annoying things that can literally throw your whole week off. This video is sponsored by Clover.
Get your money, get your money, get your money, get your money. Don't stop till you get your money. Get your money. Ming, ming, ming. Yo, real quick, before we get back into the video, I know you guys usually skip these type of ads, but give me 1 second. My guys over at Free Cash are sponsoring this video, and if you like money, I think you'd like to stick around. Free Cash is an application where you can earn free money just for playing games. It is 100% free to sign up using the QR code on the screen or the link in my description. Only thing that you're gonna need is an email or a password. And the games on this platform are actually fun, and all you have to do is complete basic missions and very simple tasks to reach the requirements to actually get paid. And as soon as you do that, they credit your account right away with real money that you can use in the real world. I'm talking about gift cards, PayPal, however you need to get your funds, they got it. And something that I've been seeing a little bit y'all talking about is like, oh, they're collecting my data. Listen, they only track your progress so they know when to pay you. And let me break down exactly why they're paying you free cash in the first place. The games that are on these platforms are trying to get exposure. So the games pay free cash to pay you guys to play the games. If you really think about it, it's just business. It's a win-win situation. These games get more people onto their platform playing their games, and you get a little bit of extra chicken in your pockets. And I've had so many of you guys reach out to me already saying that you've made $5 to $10 just playing games that you would be playing for free anyway. And I know $5 to $10 isn't like life-changing money, but it's free money to play games on your phone. And the crazy part is I've actually had people tell me that they've had crazy payouts like $500, one even $1,000. I'm not saying to quit your day job, but the fact that that's even possible, I mean, bro, it's free. So if you ask me, there's really nothing to lose, just everything to gain, honestly, if you like playing games on your free time. So click the link in my description or try the QR code on my screen to sign up for free, and you'll even get a $5 bonus using my stuff. I love y'all. Where you at, family? Let's get right back into the video.
Where you at, Berto?
Situations were no longer something people had to whisper about. They stopped being something that could risk you and your entire bloodline's reputation. Affairs and hidden relationships started showing up more openly in movies and television, and not just as scandals, but in my opinion, I feel like they started to become romanticized.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, you're low-key cooking with this POV. There's actually a lot of movies that we glorify, like The Notebook being one, that is promoted as a love story. And it is. But that hoe was low-key cheating in that shit, man. Goddamn, that bitch was going. On me, she was going bad. She was going bad. And low-key, I didn't even think about it like that. We just let that shit go like it was nothing, bro. That Notebook hoe was cheating. Bad.
Hollywood wants you to cheat so bad, and it's kind of messed up. Have you ever noticed how many movies, especially romantic ones,
brainwashing us with this
just
shit?
Sneak infidelity into the plot like it's totally fine?
And we be like co-signing it like, yes, that's the person you're supposed to be with. No. Damn.
Like, oh yeah, I know they're engaged or in a committed relationship, but have you seen
motherfuckers be getting ready to marry, talking about like, you know the movies where motherfucker literally about to kiss the bride and then a nigga come running in like, no, I object. And she's like, thank you, I was waiting for you the whole time. And she lead a nigga that she was about to marry 2 seconds ago. She literally run away from that nigga and go into the arms of another man. And we over here clapping like, yeah, that's what she was supposed to do. Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie. Hollywood got that shit cooked. We low-key falling for it. this is why we here today. It makes sense.
Chemistry with this other person.
Cheating in real life isn't a joke, and it really bothers me when TV and movie writers romanticize cheating. Because first of all, we cannot ignore how much influence media has on our perspective about life. So when these cheating scenes are added for effect or just for drama, it is actually not funny.
So now that cheating and being the hidden lover is a bit more modern and quirky.
So it's okay that I kind of cheated on him?
With whom? Well, he was a guy from work, and it was nothing. You know me, it was just sex.
It's also become braggable to be kept secret or to be with someone when you know you shouldn't.
I'm a side chick. Of course I knew that man was married before I started dealing with him. I'm a side chick. Of course I sent him back home to be unhappily happy so he could come back to me and be. I'm a side chick. Of course I'm the authorized user on a credit card that you have no idea about. I'm a side chick. Of course I don't work because our husband pays all the bills.
I knew, and y'all may think I'm reaching and that's okay, but I knew when SZA came out with that song. That's when the conversation started changing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's The Weeknd by SZA.
Oh yeah, I remember it says, my man is your man. Is that one? Is that one right there?
She casually admits that she's not the main woman. She's the one he sees only on the weekends. Put the pieces together as you will.
That's a good ass song though. We not gonna act like that's not good music. That's a good ass song.
What I'm actually saying in the song is my man is your man. Mm-hmm. Like, we all share the same dude, saying that I'm aware, I don't care. I'm not trying to I don't need to be his girl. It's not even saying that you're his girl. It's saying that none of us are his girl. All of us are just out here trying to get different things for different reasons. And my particular reason is just get here and do what you said you was gonna do. I think it's like taking the power back. Because it's like women just are supposed to do nothing but cry and feel weird and oh my God, I don't have no, he's not my man, I have separate. It's just, it doesn't matter.
Damn, SZA, you part of the problem. You fucking up the program.
Lyrics that read is you coming home? I'm sorry, I can't do this. Are you out with her? In context, it makes sense in the song, but actually saying the grammar out loud, it just doesn't. I can't do it. I don't care long as you hear by 10:30, no later than. My man is your man. Heard it's her man too. Super catchy, super toxic. Sums up modern music today, right? Now, from my understanding, this is her story. This is her experience, and I'm not going to knock that for her. But what I will say is I do feel like this song conditioned a lot of women into thinking that this is normal.
But don't get me wrong, I like being a side chick because I don't gotta deal with all that bullshit. Just f me and go. You gotta keep me happy so I don't tell your girlfriend. So you gonna buy me that Birkin bag.
Birkin? Hell no. Go ahead and tell her, man. We ain't buying no Birkin. Y'all seen the price tags on them Birks and the 100 bands? Just go ahead and tell her, gang. Hell no. The fuck? I'm not buying you that Birkin.
You gonna give me that Birkin bag? Don't get me wrong. You can go home to your plane. You can leave here.
So you don't mind being a side chick?
I don't. Well, you can go.
Why were we in 2016, 17 screaming, she's 9 to 5, I'm the weekend? Why were we praising being side chicks? Why were we boasting about the fact that man couldn't give a rat's petunia about us Monday through Friday, but as soon as that weekend came around, we were his choice?
It's basically encouraging women to share a man because it's sexually liberating. And my man is her man, and I'm not sad. I'm not crying about it because I'm just playing him. I'm just taking the power back.
So could you share your man with somebody if he gave you everything you wanted?
I share these men for less because they gonna go cheat anyway.
So this is where I'll interject, man. All jokes aside, my brothers watching this, when it comes to this shit, bro, don't be a cheating ass nigga, bro. Because at the end of the day, it all comes back to lust, bro. And when you live a life of lust, I promise you, you're going to get bust every time, gang. You're going to get bust every time. While I do agree, we can sit here and talk about the whole truths of it all. I do genuinely feel like guys are able to mentally, and hear me out before y'all get mad. I know I have some lady viewers that watch me. I'm not endorsing cheating at all. It's bad. It's wrong. What I am saying is I do feel like men have the capability to cheat physically and not care and still love their partner emotionally. That doesn't mean they should do it though. Because at the end of the day, when you're with your partner and you love your partner, you really like, no, this is my woman. I'm 100% locked in. You owe them that respect. You owe them that loyalty the same way that you would want them, to do that for you and return that respect and loyalty. But there's just two separate conversations. Again, it might sound a little toxic, but I feel like most women, when a woman steps out on their man, in most cases, it's emotional. They're stepping out emotionally. They're like, they like that other man. There's something that they're getting from that other man that they are lacking from their current man. So it's like low key when your girl's cheating on you, it's like she low key really fuck with that nigga for real. So it's a little bit different versus a nigga will pop out and cheat, and it's like they don't give a fuck about that girl. They just on some like, I'm just trying to get this nut off type shit. Either way though, it's wrong because it's disrespectful. You shouldn't be doing that to your partner, and that's where the discipline comes in for my brothers. That's like, don't cheat on your girl because it just shows you low-key a bitch in the mind. Like you not disciplined enough to hold it down and be like, it doesn't matter how I'm feeling. It doesn't matter that this girl look good. She's going. I got a woman at home that loves me, cares about me, respects me, does all the things that I needed to do in this relationship as a woman. And you know what I'm saying? I'm provided. Why am I going to jeopardize and sacrifice everything that I built with my partner in crime just for this woman that I don't care about? And that's where I challenge my brothers. Like, yeah, you can cheat without it like mentally fucking your like situation up with your girl, but you disrespecting your girl though. So you should still keep it solid regardless. So that's what I'm gonna say. Regardless, I think, you may or may not like what I just said, and that's cool. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section. I sometimes I be like feeling bad for my lady viewers because they be like, damn, Berto, I don't like how you talk about certain shit. But overall, I'm not co-signing the shit. I think cheating is wrong. I think nobody should do it at all. But when you break down the science of it, that's just where my head is at. But again, stay locked in with your twin.
If I know for sure that he's going to give me everything I wanted, I will voluntarily share. Because we involuntarily share these men all the time. They cheat. My man probably cheating as we speak.
See, yeah, weak-minded niggas cheat, bro. Weak-minded niggas cheat because they can't control their discipline.
I don't give a damn. I'm working.
Literally.
Because yes, men get away with way too much when it comes to these arrangements. So I'm all for taking your power back. But taking your power back shouldn't mean letting a man have that much power over you.
I don't need to be the main girlfriend. I just need to be the favorite girlfriend. I don't think I have the mind capacity to be the only girlfriend. That means you got to get on my nerves 24/7. I don't feel like dealing with him this week. Can you pick up the slack for me? I need that. You do what you do.
It's sad though that this is where we're at, bro. This is sad, and that's why a lot of y'all be asking me, Berto, why are you single, man? Women out here talking like this. They cool with fucking and sucking multiple people, bro. I'm not with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I need my girl to be down for me only, as I only want to be down for her. I want to stay locked in with my twin, for real. So it's like, I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just, it's a lot harder out here. You really got to take your time and, vet these women out and make sure that they vibing on the same frequency that you're on, because it's rough out here, especially out here in Houston. If you out here in Houston, these girls be outside, boy.
We'll send them back on Wednesday, and then I'm going to keep them for Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then you going to get the other days.
She's saying this shit look like she got a fat ass wedding ring all up on her finger, man. Big ass diamond. And she's saying this. Telling y'all brothers, man, y'all be careful out here.
That girl, I need to make sure I'm in charge of scheduling you out to these other women. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I crazy for that?
If he's with multiple women and he decides who's first, second, or who's the favorite, I'm sorry, but the power was never actually yours. So the fact that And I say this in the most respectful way possible. The fact that this isn't shameful anymore, it's not a secret.
When somebody comes and asks a question about side chicks, why is it always so negative? And why is it like, oh, you guys are wrong or whatever? That man doesn't love you. That man's not gonna leave his wife.
There's an argument that sometimes the side chick get the best of the man.
And I do.
Okay, oh my God.
So I've been dealing with a married man. He's been with his situation for 20 years.
Don't be trying to make it light by saying his situation. He's been married for 20 years. Go ahead.
I just want to know why it turns me on.
It's normal to be in a situation or situationship where you know that you're not the main course, so you accept the crumbs.
Top 5 reasons why I was so comfortable being.
I'll tell y'all this though, just from experience of, just dumb shit that I've done in the past. It is one of them situations where you can get a rush out of like, it's so wrong, so it feels so right. Like, you're not supposed to be doing this. You know that you're not supposed to be dealing with this person. So it's a dopamine rush, and that's really what it is. That's why these women and guys end up in these situations, because, the reality is when you with your partner, like your real partner in crime, you see the good, the bad, the ugly. And the longer you deal with that with your person, you kind of get used to it. That spark goes a little bit. And that's why I always encourage people in relationships to keep the spark going, keep dating each other, keep making new experiences with each other, keep, being intentional about making sure that y'all are acting like you meeting each other for the first time. Because I think too many people get so comfortable in their relationship that they stop trying. And then that's where they end up in these situations where it's like the relationship never gets to reinvent itself and keep growing. And you just get in this place where it feels like blah. It just feels like I know everything. Nothing's exciting anymore. So regardless of it all, you need to stay disciplined and locked in with your situation. But then people will go and look for what they missing in somebody else just to realize without realizing that you're just getting that dopamine rush with that person. With that side chick or side nigga, you don't get to see the ugly. You don't have to see the bad. You don't have to deal with the drama. So it's just dopamine. And that be the problem why people are starting to like fall into this. But again, the reality is, bro, you with your partner for a reason. You are going with your partner long term for a reason. You love that person. You trust that person. You know that they gonna pick you up when you fall down and vice versa. So the reality is, instead of trying to find the bullshit, the little dopamine rush out of some random that you don't give a fuck about, pour into your partner. Be intentional about, going out on dates, trying new things, vacationing. And that shit don't have to be expensive, bro. Go on walks, like do little cute shit, get her flowers every once in a while, like, and vice versa. As a woman, do the same for your nigga. Like, that's all that you really need to do to keep the relationship exciting throughout. And, I'm giving y'all little easy spark notes. Like, I could really break it down, but what happens is people just get lazy in their relationships. 5 years pass and they stop trying. You stop putting your makeup on for your nigga. You stop trying to look cute for your nigga, and he stops doing the same for you as a man. And yeah, of course, y'all gonna start looking out, thinking the grass is greener on the other side. But I promise you it's not. Because if you were to leave your girl and go be with that side chick, let's just play devil's advocate for a second. You're not feeling your girl. You've been fucking with this girl on the side. You break up with your girl to go wife up the side chick. What do you think is gonna happen with the side chick? In time, you gonna get used to her too. Her shit gonna stink too. You gonna see that when she don't got her makeup on, or when she make that, like everything about her. She got her own skeletons in the closet that you might not want to deal with. So it's like everybody has bullshit. Everybody has bullshit. You just got to look at your partner and decide, is this the bullshit that I'm willing to deal with? One, and then if it is, and you done got to the point in a relationship where y'all are locked in, there's no point of jeopardizing something that you already got a flow with, because it's going to be the same, if not worse, with the other motherfuckers. because you don't know what they got going on. At least with your current situation, you know the good, the bad, the ugly. You know how to maneuver. You know what I'm saying? So why not build with each other and go to long term? All the relationships are the same, bro. The grass is not greener. I promise you. But, you know, again, 2026, bro, hoes out here popping out saying top 5 reasons why I'm so comfortable being a side chick. It's like, it's kind of cooked, but don't lose hope, man. Y'all do the right thing out here.
Side chick. So I was giving my therapist the rundown, chopping it up. She goes on to say that I'm addicted to the highs that he provides for me in the moment.
And that's led us to where we are today. Incoming, the weekend lover trend. Now, if you've somehow missed this trend, let me catch you up, because people aren't just talking about or singing about being the booty call. No, they're submitting evidence. The trend is simple. Women show their face and then they show the man that only sees them on the weekend.
I will defend a woman's rights and wrongs, but this weekend lover trend is making me sick to my stomach. And I don't know, I feel like you could not waterboard that information out of me, and I'll take that to my grave.
Do we have to start holding women accountable as a group, as a whole?
Yes.
Because that's why the men are not the men think they are the baddies. Like, the audacity. What do you mean you're his sneaky link for the weekend? Like, we have to stand up.
But oh, I forgot to mention, most of the time, these faces of the men are either not in frame or blurred, because
hell no, these niggas getting caught with the tattoos. Yeah, you're cooked, nigga. Your girl gonna see that for sure. That's your tat.
Who knows what that man or who that man is doing when he's not with her, or when it's Monday through Friday.
What the is up with y'all? Are y'all okay? This is high school activities. Y'all posting pictures of backs that y'all had to hide and take. I know you lying.
So, as these people are basically telling the world that they're the second choice, or they're just a choice overall, the lyrics, "I never wanted to be your weekend lover" from Prince's song Purple Rain are playing in the background.
And if Prince was still alive, he would be pissed off that people are on this app using Purple Rain of all songs to talk about being a side piece. That one little piece that says, "I never wanted to be your weekend lover," and then people are posting the person that they're screwing, who may or may not be in a relationship. Prince would be pissed.
Okay, now you got the full story, but this is what's not being told. The women doing this trend, they aren't doing it because they want to take the power back. There goes that phrase again. Because that's what SZA and a lot of other women think taking the power back means. To basically show that you can do the same heartless, no strings, no feelings attached actions of a man. So then, why does this feel like a cry for help instead of a grab at power?
This trend of "I don't want to be your weekend lover," y'all have to stop. I'm getting PTSD. This is triggering the out of me, okay? Some of the images, I'm like, Lord, please, I can't go back there.
In my 20s, I slept my way through Manhattan because I had no self-respect for myself. And the reason I was a weekend lover to all of these really sexy men was because I didn't have any boundaries. I wasn't standing up and saying, "That doesn't work for me. I don't want to just be your casual girl that we have a fun time and then you drop me like a bad habit." I was taking anything I could get because I was praying to the gods above that maybe this person was going to choose me.
And the text, y'all. Oh my goodness, the text.
They're out here dropping the receipts too. Like, ladies, one, you shouldn't be doing this no way, but like, y'all out here putting that evidence. Like,
not only are people exposing themselves and the worst in themselves, they're exposing text messages too, which personally I find much worse.
This girl said, "Can't keep casually sleeping with you. I want something more out of this." The person said, "I don't want a relationship with you." I thought I made that clear enough.
Some of these screenshots I'm seeing of these texts that these men be sending y'all, are y'all okay? Like, truly, are we well?
I mean, text messages of women begging for a text back, showing text from men panicking at the thought of anyone finding out that they were linking. I mean, y'all, look at this. "I'm gonna block you and then unblock you when I want you over." That sounds...
Damn, you girls fucking the game up, man. Y'all out here fucking the game up. Y'all can't be doing that. This is crazy. I didn't know it was like that.
Sounds like he has another woman at home, does it not?
I am so happy we never had social media when I was growing up, because y'all really have got me up with this weekend lover trend. You the side chick, and you posting the man that don't want your Are y'all okay? Because baby, what if that silhouette that you are posting, the woman that actually sees him Monday through Friday sees that and now, oh my God, how stupid can y'all be?
Now, all of this boils down to one thing. Well, two things. That is the blame and the shame. And the internet is in shambles about which party involved, that being the man or the woman, should take on the blame and the shame.
I don't support all women, because some of y'all are slow. What do you mean a weekend lover trend? Is y'all just exposing that y'all are side chicks? Showing pictures of these men, messages of them doing you the worst way, because they don't want to get caught?
Again, why are we shaming women for the wrongs of men? Now people are blaming women for the weekend lover trend. Like, it's not the woman's fault that a man was an asshole and is...
They're posting it. Like, yeah, I get the point you're trying to say, but like, all right, let's take some accountability on the girls too. They're posting it, bro. They standing for this. No shame.
Now deciding to post about it for community, because I'm sure other women have experienced the same thing, and y'all are blaming women again.
And the crazy thing is, as I was researching this video, I was scrolling, and it was really hard to find videos where people were just blatantly giving men the blame for this trend. Everyone's saying, oh, this trend is embarrassing and it's degrading, and it is. But it's all being directed at the woman embarrassing herself, which she is. And all of that got me thinking. Y'all remember earlier when I said the woman that he was hiding from the world, or his wife, she was the one that ended up facing the shame and embarrassment for all parties involved. Well, this is the perfect example of that coming full circle. He gets to quietly move on to the next or hide you from his wife while his name is covered, his face isn't in the camera, and she's, yes, willingly embarrassing herself, but she's the one that gets all the shame, all the think pieces.
But why is she posting that though? She didn't just move on. She just need to be like she just need to have the self-respect, be like, okay, this nigga don't fuck with me, bro. I'm not gonna give y'all that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, again, I already gave y'all my take. Niggas shouldn't be doing this. Niggas shouldn't be moving like this because it shows they lack a discipline. I already gave y'all that speech. But it don't, like, she not gonna get cool points for embarrassing herself, though. At least I don't think so. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm tripping.
Let's get this clear, okay? Because no one is in the right. This whole situation is...
I like that take. No one's in the right. Fair enough.
Just weird as is. But you should not be with a man that only wants to see you 2 days out the week, especially if you know he has another woman. That's weird. And we should also not let men have this much power over us. Period. Thank you for tuning into...
W video, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I love y'all, appreciate y'all, but this is nasty work, boy. Hey, we in for a ride. 2026 just getting started, y'all.
Where you at, Berto? I made this shit look too easy.